agenda, we will first ask the Chief Executive to speak. Good morning, everyone. In 2 weeks' time, it will be the 75th anniversary of the founding of the PRC, People's Republic of China. This year marks the year when we have completed our constitutional duty of legislating for Article 23, improving our electoral system, as well as other measures such as improving district governance. This day has significance. The Chief Secretary has led task forces on district governance. The Chief Secretary has taken the lead to steer the planning and arrangement of celebratory activities for this special day. I'm very happy to see active participation from different quarters of Hong Kong, as well as a heated atmosphere. There will be over 400 activities covering 3 major features. These activities will be diversified. On the morning of the National Day, there will be flag-raising ceremony as well as a banquet. In the evening, there will be the National Day firework display. Different policy bureaus are working actively under their portfolio to participate. There will be elements of 75th, this figure, say for example, 75 teams of discipline services and civil service teams will work as volunteers to distribute goodies to elderly people to provide service. And there will be 7,500 people in Hong Kong who receive a subsidy to participate in local tours. I think that you have started to see decorations of the National Day, including bunting, posters, banners. You will see a very warm atmosphere for the upcoming National Day. District offices will work with district councils and district organizations to organize activities, say for example, drone shows, parades, bazaars, lantern festivals, to showcase the different special characteristics of the different districts. The third feature is that there will be enjoyment for all. On the 1st of October, through the Art Development Council, subsidy will be given to pay for half of the cinema ticket. So you only have to pay half price for cinema tickets on that day. The government will work with different organizations and bodies to offer different deals. On the National Day, there will be free rides of trams. If you use Octopus card, the majority of the routes under MTR will offer 25% discount. Children holding Octopus cards can also get free rides of designated bus routes. From the 30th of September to the 2nd of October, passengers can get free rides of ferry services of Star Ferry between Tsim Sha Tsui, Wan Chai, and other places. There will also be special admission of LCSD venues such as museums. On the 1st of October, we will roll out different offers and deals. A number of shopping malls, emporiums, West Kowloon Cultural District, the Ocean Park, Ngong Ping 360, and Peak Tram will participate. 3,000 eateries will offer special deals. Over 10,000 hawker stores will offer 25% discounts. From the 1st to the 7th of October, online and physical store of local fresh under the VMO and FMO will offer 25% discount. Today, the Chief Secretary, together with department heads and secretaries, will give you more details of the various activities in the press conference this afternoon. This is a day for celebration and enjoyment. I ask you all to actively participate in the celebratory activities of the 75th anniversary of the founding of the PRC. This Thursday, I will start off to Beijing to attend the 27th Hong Kong-Beijing Economic Operation and Investment Fair. This event is co-organized by Hong Kong and Beijing. It's an annual event, a major event on economic and trade cooperation. After the reunification, every year Hong Kong and Beijing will take turns to host the event. This year is the 27th anniversary. I will travel with the Financial Secretary, the Secretary for Financial Services and the Treasury, the Secretary for Transport and Logistics, as well as the Secretary for Innovation, Industry and Technology. Invest Hong Kong, Oasis will organize delegations comprising personalities, leading figures of different bodies to attend the event. We will showcase Hong Kong's strength. We will attract investments. We will try to get enterprises to help Hong Kong and help mainland enterprises to go global. This will inject impetus into economic development. Over the years, the two sides have worked on promoting exchange, the in-depth exchange on financial services, Belt and Road, technology, etc. Our aim is to create significant economic benefit. Using last year as an example, 34 major agreements covering commerce, technology, culture, tourism, and digital economy have been signed. This year's event is under the theme of complementary economic strength. There will be 15 events and thematic events on investment in Hong Kong. We will have keynote speeches delivered on Hong Kong's strength. We cover finance, fintech, commerce, logistics. These are areas of our strengths. I will also attend Ministry of Industry and Information. There will be a signing ceremony of an agreement. Today is the Mid-Autumn Festival. I wish you all a happy Mid-Autumn Festival. I hope that you'll spend a good time with your family. Now it's question time. Please raise your hand when you are picked. Please identify your media outlet and don't ask more than 2 questions. The lady reporter over there. I'm from cable TV. First of all, well, the Hong Kong Journalists Association said that between June and August, a number of reporters have been harassed and their families have been harassed as well. That someone complained that, once they come back to Hong Kong from overseas, after a customs clearance, they receive harassing messages. Are you going to follow up on it, and how? I also have a question about foreign workers. There has been complaints about docking of their pays in a number of areas. Well, will they dampen workers' intent to come to Hong Kong? And also, will it threaten Hong Kong local workers' livelihood? If anyone requires assistance from law enforcement agencies, they can seek assistance. They can approach the police or the Immigration Department, the Customs and Excise Department. The law enforcement agencies will act swiftly and in accordance with the law. In relation to exploitation of foreign workers and the importation of foreign workers is a topic that is close to our heart. We have set up a cross-departmental investigation team to look into complaints of exploitation of foreign workers. The teams comprises law enforcement agencies and the Development Bureau. We do not allow anyone to contravene employment ordinances and legislation in Hong Kong. Local workers, foreign workers are protected by our labor laws. We will act in accordance with the law. We will punish heavily those who have contravened the law. We want to make sure that everything runs smoothly. If necessary, we will notify mainland authorities to ensure that everything runs in accordance with our expectations. Some agencies, intermediaries may be involved. We will handle these matters seriously. If there is any violation of our system or the law, we will act in accordance with the law. In terms of importation of workers, we fully understand, and it is our policy that priority will be given to local workers. We want to make sure that the wages of local workers will not be adversely affected in any way. That's why we make sure that imported workers will not receive a pay that is lower than the median pay. We want to make sure that there won't be any cheap labor. We want to protect local workers. We have priorities on training local workforce as well. A fee of $400 is imposed on imported workers, and the amount goes to training of local workers. And we ensure that there is a 4-week recruitment period of local workers before workers are imported. The Labor Department vigorously monitor the process to ensure that all regulations are complied with. Priority is given to local workers. Imported workers is temporary and is on a supplementary basis. Currently, the unemployment rate is 3%. In terms of statistics, it means full employment. There may be manpower shortage in specific areas. We have an aging workforce. What we do will protect local workforce whilst ensuring that there is sufficient manpower for the development of Hong Kong's economy and to ensure that Hong Kong keeps its competitiveness. Different representative organizations, say for example, the trade associations of the construction industries told us that there is a manpower shortage. The F&B sector also told us that there is a manpower shortage of 20 to 30%. We will carefully consider every situation. We vigorously vet the applications. Recently, there are applications to import workers in the construction industry. We have considered the application and rejected it. We see that for plasterers, in some sites, plaster work has been completed, so the plaster workers can work in other construction sites. There are applications covering sites that have yet to commence their work, so the application is turned down as well. We will strike a balance. We want to make sure that local workers are protected and the operation of different industries will run to support economic development.
Next question, please, the gentleman in the second row.
Actually, 2 questions from RTHK. So first, the U.S. House passed a bill to shut down Hong Kong's DTOs, what countermeasures that Hong Kong could have to defend its own interests? And second, the government has paused the imports of construction workers. What are the issues that the government wants to resolve, and how likely the overall importation scheme will be refilled? Thank you.
I strongly condemn the U.S. House of Representatives for making use of the so-called Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office Certification Act to slander the Hong Kong laws on safeguarding national security, and also smear the human rights situation in Hong Kong. These are political tactics to suppress the development of China and also Hong Kong. These are shameless and ugly political tactics, especially since the United Nations itself has the most stringent and wide-ranging national security laws, and is using it to attack its competitors, particularly when it fails to compete well. In multi-occasions, it uses national security to target competitors, especially China and Hong Kong. These acts mainly, other than the politicians making their own political gains, these acts will damage the normal trade relations, particularly the trade relations between Hong Kong and the US. The figure for the past 10 years indicate the US has been making a big profit out of trade with Hong Kong, 271.5 billion with Hong Kong over 10 years. This trade surplus works to their advantage. And any acts to damage trade relations, I think those who suffer will be the US business sector. They will be the one to foot the bill, although politicians may make their own political gains, but that is at the expense of normal business. In fact, a lot of overseas companies have been setting up businesses in Hong Kong. This includes the US as well. More than 1,200 US companies have set up offices in Hong Kong. And in the first 7 months of this year, Invest Hong Kong has assisted over 350 non-local companies in setting up or expanding their business in the city. This is a substantial increase compared with last year. It's 40% increase year on year. And among them, the US rank number 3. If the US is determined to go its way, then our country has already indicated that we will retaliate, and will retaliate with strong and resolute measures. Your question, second question? Imported labors. The government policy on imported labors is very clear. First of all, local employment takes precedence. Second, local wages must be protected. So all imported labors, their salary, the wage they get, cannot be lower than the median income. And also, we focus on training local workers. That is why any imported labor, for each one, the employer has to pay $400 a month for training fees, and that will benefit local workers. And also, for the supplementary labor importation scheme, the employer has to do 4 weeks advertisement. The Labor Department supervises and will ensure that all the requirements that are necessary will have to be fulfilled and fulfilled to the satisfaction of the department, so as to protect the integrity of the system. The overall unemployment rate in Hong Kong is about 3%, according to a lot of statisticians. That is almost a meaning that there is full employment here. Plus the fact that we do have an aging population, so the labor force is getting old. So we have to balance between protection of local labors and ensuring that we have enough workers to support our economic development, as well as the running of businesses such as restaurants, such as shops. We will do the approval very stringently and carefully. For example, in the last exercise, when the construction workers' employers tried to apply for approval, no approval was given because it was assessed that, first of all, some of the construction sites actually will not start yet, while in the long run they will be up and running. And also some of the labors in, for example, plasterer, they can be released because some work has finished. And that's why there's no need for immediate importation. So there will be a stringent vetting and approval process. And in fact, some associations, for example, the Construction Association, plus the Federation of Restaurants and Related Trades, have indicated they are still short of labors. For example, for restaurants and related trades, they have said that they're still short of something like 20 to 30% workers. The government will ensure that all the applications really satisfied the conditions that we have laid down. We'll also ensure that there will be a tight and proper approval system where we don't think it is appropriate, we will reject.
好，下一度提問。
Next question, please. The lady at the back. Good morning, Chief Executive. I'm from Now TV. It has been half a month since the new school year started, and there has already been 3 student suicide cases. Is that a warning sign? And what about the 3-tier warning system? Does it need a review? And when will the pair of pandas come to Hong Kong? Next week is the National Day. Will they be able to meet the public then? And what preparation work has to be done after their arrival? And also the twin babies, the twin baby pandas in Ocean Park is now 1 month old. When can they meet the public? I'm greatly saddened by student suicides. This is something that no one wants to see. The government has established a 3-tier emergency system. The mechanism can surely help some students experiencing issues at school. With early identification and early intervention and counseling, help can be offered. At Tier 2, assistance will be sought beyond school, including a network organized by the Social Welfare Department comprising social workers and other professionals. At Tier 3, treatment will be sought from psychiatrists. We need to keep this system up and running to offer help to students in need, but there are room for improvement, especially at Tier 2. The usage of services at Tier 2 is lower than that at Tier 3. Under the three-tier system, it should be shaped like a triangle. Now, under the pyramid-shaped system, principals and teachers are inclined to give students the highest level of help because they are eager to help the students, but sometimes that may not be appropriate. Help offered as Tier 2 are sometimes more efficient than those offered at other levels, especially those in hospitals. So we need to help principals and teaching staff understand better that some cases may be better helped by social workers and the social welfare department. We need to keep the mechanism up and running and address the source issue of student suicide. According to past figures, pressures faced by students include those from the indigenous families. They are not understood by their parents, and they have difficulties sharing their problems with their family members. Students' ability to cope with pressure and to communicate also have a bearing. We need to help students enhance these skills. And also, we must consider the character building of students. We need to train students to be more resilient in face of challenges. Of course, pressure at schools and in academic work are also detrimental to students. Students under pressure would be inclined to keep their problems from others. The government will do its best to help students, but we urge everyone who are in contact with students, be it family members, neighbors, or friends, when you notice a problem, please help the students to get help. The Education Bureau has implemented a 4-hour mental health charter with a view to alleviating pressure faced by students. Charter members, which are schools, would organize activities to help students to be relaxed, to get rest, to be resilient, and to build relationships. So these are the work already done by the Education Bureau. Also important is parents and family education. I believe that every parent loves their child. However, sometimes there just isn't enough time. We would like to organize workshops and seminars to educate parents to better help their children. Students who are facing issues should be understood and get the sympathy they need. They need to have an outlet for their problems. When necessary, assistance from social workers and medical professionals can be obtained. So we need to all contribute to improve the situation. Of course, the government will continue to review what we can do better. We have a dedicated committee for this purpose. The committee will find the underlying factors to the problem and consider views and ways to improve the situation.
Regarding the pandas, We have, in principle, reached an agreement with the mainland authorities. We need to iron out the details, say, for example, when the pandas will set off for Hong Kong. They are now under quarantine. If everything goes smoothly, we will arrange for them to come to Hong Kong as soon as possible. The target is for them to arrive at the end of the month. When they arrive, they have to go through quarantine. I believe that it will take them a month to adjust. We have to leave it in the hands of experts. We're very happy to see the pandas here. We would like them to be healthy and happy. So we will follow the advice of experts before we arrange for the pandas to meet you. Of course, I would like pandas to meet everyone as soon as possible. I hope that before the end of the year, we will see the pandas. But it all comes down to the conditions of the pandas and how they adjust. I'm sure that you all understand the opinion of experts are important. We are happy to see the arrival of the cubs. Well, they are a month old. They're getting healthier, and they act more like pandas now. We're all very happy. We hope that we will be able to meet the 2 cubs born in Hong Kong as soon as possible. But I will listen to the experts. Hopefully, at the end of the year, we will see the 2 pandas from Beijing. And in the first quarter of 2025, we will meet the 2 cubs. I'm sure that it will make everyone very happy. Thank you very much. That's the end of the press conference. Thank you very much.